Hey, what's up, everybody? Letting go with Noor Kid Y here. Thanks for tuning in. So, today I want to teach you guys how to recognize the energy in you or around you because I really do think this is important. Like, you guys all have felt this before where you walk into a room and the energy just feels super heavy and it kind of weighs you down as well. Or maybe when you're around somebody who's like in a great mood and they're super in a jokey, laughy mood, and then all of a sudden you feel lighter after just spending some time with them. That's energy. And a lot of people might say, oh, this is emotion, or this is just your mental state, or whatever it is. Sure, that's fine if you want to put it like that. But especially on my page where it's like a very spiritual page, like it's energy, and like if you actually like look at it that way, it makes understanding these states that you're in so much easier, because when you start getting to higher states of energy, and that's what I teach on this channel, is like letting go of lower states and rising to above ones, and you'll get to states where you have like so much joy flowing to you. You have acceptance where you can really just accept the moment, accept where you are, and it brings about this peacefulness inside of you too. And these are deep, high energy emotions that feel amazing and completely change the trajectory of your life. And that's the whole point of this page. But when you start doing this process where you're rising to different higher energy states, the thing that happens though, it's not a linear process. You don't just like, bang, I'm feeling joy and now I'm here at joy for the rest of life. Nothing like that happens in the spiritual world or in life, because life is about ebbs and flows, and it's waves. It comes and goes, and the energy is like that too. I've been doing this now for I don't know how many months, where I'm doing this letting go technique, but I've been doing spiritual practices for years and years now. So I've let go of a lot of old patterns and old energies, and I've been spending a lot of time in this like accepting, joyful state, and it's beautiful. But then I'll definitely dip back, and these old energies come and go. And like when you're releasing them, you release them once, but then there's other layers to them that keep coming out. So those patterns will replay itself over and over again. But every time you come back down into the pattern, you now have way more awareness, and then you start recognizing and deciphering the different energies that are in you. And that's kind of what I want to like tell you about, some of the energies that were in me. And now that they keep reappearing, I'm now recognizing them, and I see them right away. They start losing their power. They stop really taking control of me, and their grip kind of goes away, and they slowly keep getting released out of my system more and more, where I hope I get to the day where they just no longer appear, which I'm pretty sure will happen, because even like some of those apathetic emotions that I talked about in my like first couple of videos, I really haven't felt those at all, but some of these other ones keep coming up. So I'll tell you like a few of them. Like one's like this needy approval energy, which I think a lot of you guys will resonate with. And just think about that. When you have a very peaceful, accepting energy, like your spine's straight, you're calm, your whole body language, everything, the whole energy expresses, your face, everything expresses this relaxed, calm, confident feeling. As soon as you go into that needy, seeking approval energy, you just feel like everything kind of slumped down, and your whole face is kind of like going out. You're now like out of your body. You're searching in the world for that approval, for something to make you feel whole, because that whole energy has this emptiness to it, where it's saying something from the outside, give me approval, because I didn't have approval when I was younger, or I don't have approval from something else, whatever it is. And then you're searching for it on the outside. And that's I think that's one that so many of us have, and especially in dating and relationships, that energy is so goddamn toxic. And I'm a comedian, and when I go on stage, I can tell even like when a comic is about to go on stage, if they have that needy, seeking approval from the audience energy, the audience immediately like shuts off, or they like their jokes don't land nearly as hard, is because they can feel it on them. They don't they might not see it, but they feel it, and they're just like, something's off. It's like, this guy's trying too hard, whatever it is. It's that energy behind it. Another energy that's very prevalent in the spiritual community is controlling energy. I think a lot of people, they they're trying to heal themselves, and it's beautiful. They're doing all this different work, and there's so many spiritual modalities out there now that everyone has their own thing, and everyone has their own story and their own healing process, and then they learn all these different things, and because of that, they kind of develop this like kind of controlling narrative of like, this is how my healing's going, and this is my like dreams I'm going to manifest, and this is how it's going to happen. And it's almost like they're trying to control the situation just because they have a fear that that controlling narrative. It's a very stiff, rigid energy, which is like, this is how it's going to happen, but behind it, it's a fear, and that energy has this fear behind it of facing uncertainty. Because when you face uncertainty, you release that energy of fear, that rigid energy, and you sit in uncertainty in a relaxed state, and the ego hates that. And it's that spiritual ego where that controlling energy comes from, because that controlling energy is like, nope, I'm going to manifest my dreams in this way, and I'm going to do these practices, which is going to heal me in this way. And you're not like, no healing or manifestation will happen through any kind of rigidity or any type of control. It's the letting go of that which allows your energy to flow naturally. And that's where healing comes from. Your body heals itself because it naturally, when it relaxes, that natural energy just heals whatever needs to be healed. Manifestation happens naturally because the divine energy, or God, or whatever you want to call it, will unfold whatever happens, but that controlling energy resists that, and it doesn't allow what you really want to come in. So that's an energy I see a lot too, and I hope you guys can recognize. And the other one for me personally, I don't know how many of you have this, it's like rushing energy, and it's almost deeply unsatisfied with the present moment. And I would have this when I would work on comedy sketches with my friends, and I was unconscious of it for quite a few years. And it's this rushing energy where we're working on a comedy sketch together, and we're writing it, and I'm just kind of like, all right guys, let's go, come on, let's move. And like, we write something down and we get through a scene, and like, they're a lot more relaxed guys, so I'm working with them, and they're like kind of just like joking around, going with the flow, while I'm sitting there just like rush, like push it out, move on to the next thing. And that energy is just deeply unsatisfied with the present moment, and couldn't stay in it and allow the process, especially the creative process, to just unfold the way it's meant to unfold. And that's where I've learned it now. And the creative process is not only I'm creating better stuff, it's just more fun, and it's more relaxing, and I can do it every day without having to without putting so much effort into it, because it feels more effortless now. And that's where I'm trying to get you guys to. What else did I want to say about this? So when you start doing this letting go work, where you're letting go of these lower energies, you'll come to higher energies, and it's beautiful. And it's an ebb and flow, so you're not going to just come to a higher energy and stay there at your first attempt. You're gonna, like, the more you do this work, you're gonna spend most of your time up there, and that's gonna be your natural state, which is beautiful. But when you drop down, when you're doing this work, and these older other energies come back, I want you guys to know, because you spent some time in the higher energy, these lower energies, you're going to start to be able to recognize them more. You're going to start to be able to differentiate them more. You're going to start to feel the characteristics of these energies. You're going to be like, ooh, this one's more of a stiff energy. Ooh, this is an empty energy that needs more approval. Or like, ooh, this is like a deep craving energy that's like really like unsatisfied and wants something right now. And like all these energies, they have this own taste to them. And like pride, like that's another one with like spiritual people might have, where it's like, hey, I know this knowledge, and my knowledge is the best, and blah, whatever it is, you know. But it's like this kind of, that's the pride energy too. But rather than just knowing the characteristics of these emotions, feel the energy behind them. And the more work you do in this realm, the more you're going to feel that energy. And then when you drop down into those, you'll be able to differentiate them, be aware of them, give them less power, and they slowly lose their grip and just eventually slip away into nothingness, or the abyss, or whatever you want to say. That's what I wanted to tell you guys today. Like and subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.